2nd and 6. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st down, Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. And he connects with Vance McDonald. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Touchdown, LA! Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that's complete to Sanders. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Love. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Jones now. Going to throw again. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Jones. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On 1st and 10, Jones. It's caught by Sanders. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 7. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Rams are going offense here for the 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Love. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On 1st down, Jones. And Sanders has got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw. Jones got the connection here to Bourne. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Love. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Throwing on 1st down, Love. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Love. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st and 10, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, Love. He's got the first down here inside the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Love. This is caught, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score, and the Rams tack on to their advantage. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jones operating from the gun. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Henderson now on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Love. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, the 40, the 30, past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Love. Forced out to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Throwing on first down. Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that.
Play throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is born. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
On third down, Jones. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
But it brings up fourth down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Love. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Dante Pettis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Jones to throw again. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. A solid stiff arm. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Looking to throw. Jones. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The end result, 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Back to throw. Jones. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jones, off play action. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Smith trying to run for it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Second and 10. He finds his man Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 4th down and goal at the 4-yard line.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. Jones now throwing on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Miles Sanders, he scored on the ground and through the air as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to sling this deep. He's got a man. Complete. 20. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
On 1st and 10, Love. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Jones. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. This one complete right side to McDonald. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain of 19 in picking up the first.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Steelers first down.
On 1st down, Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jones throwing again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Los Angeles, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.